Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going back to some pre-recorded content. I'm going to go ahead and try out something different. And for today's video, we are going to be going over a cast wish list for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16. Again, allegedly the calls are going out soon. We might be getting rumored cast lists soon. So I figured it'd be time for me to go ahead and put together my cast wish list so we can compare how it compares to the actual cast list when we eventually get it. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button. Comment down below what you think about this cast list and who you would want to see on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16. And yeah, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come join the Sandwicher Hour community. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Sandwicher Hour on all platforms. And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright. So for my cast list, I went ahead and included 16 drag performers. I am including drag kings this time around because allegedly Drag Race fans wanted to cast a drag king on their show, but World of Wonder stopped them because they wanted drag kings on season 16. Allegedly. So I have included some drag kings in my list. Again, trying to have a wide representation in terms of drag artists and their skill sets and all of the above in my cast wish list. So, let's get right into it. Again, we are going to be starting out with some Chicago queens, because for me, I love some Chicago queens. And of course, we have to be starting out with Auntie Chan. I think this just makes sense. Like, I feel like it's her time to be on the show. Obviously, she was originally in the IMA show. She still is part of IMA show, but like, now that Darby and Alexis are in LA, it's different. I think it's time for Auntie Chan to be on Drag Race. I think it just makes sense. She's funny. She knows how to put together a look. And I think Auntie Chan would be a really great choice for them to cast her on the show. And it just seems like her timing. Like, it feels like, you know, it feels like it's correct. This feels correct, and I'm excited. Next, we have Alexis Bevels. Again, speaking of IMHO queens, I love Alexis and Darby. And Alexis, she won Camp Wanakiki. She knows what she's doing. She's funny. She knows how to do some hair. And I also think Alexis, just in general, is a really cool drag artist. So I'd love to see her on the show. Again, shout out to the IMHO girlies. I love y'all. Y'all are phenomenal. And I would love to see Alexis on the show. Next up, we have Darby Lynn Cartwright. Again, because I can't not include Darby. I mean, like, it's Darby, you know? If you're gonna have Alexis, you gotta have Darby. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Like, they just go together. And I would love to see Darby on the show. Like, again, another drag queen I would love to see. Again, Chicago queen now living in LA. It works. It makes sense. And I think, again, Darby would also be a great competitor. Next up, we are moving over to New York. And we have Janelle number 5. Janelle number 5, I believe, is Aja's drag daughter. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure she's from the House of Aja, formerly House of Aja, now the Dollhouse, related to Candy, Dahlia, all of them. Again, it makes sense. I've been calling for Janelle number 5 to be on Drag Race for a few years now, if you've watched any of my previous cast wish lists. And also, just in general, I think Janelle number 5 would be a really great choice. She's definitely performing all the time in New York. She's a big name. It makes sense. Like, again, a lot of these queens that I'm including are queens that I've found out through social media, right? So I'm trying to think in terms of where we are in Drag Race from season 15. We have some social media queens. Well, we also have some performing queens. And Janelle number 5 is both, which is why I think Janelle would be a really great choice. It makes sense. Again, we've had Candy, we've had Dahlia, and we've had Aja. This is the next logical step, right? So, again, I think Janelle number 5 would be a really great contestant. She knows how to perform. She's from New York. Like, she's been working in New York for a good amount of time now, and I feel like she would be a great choice. Next up, we have Marty Gold Cummings. Yes, yes, yes. I think it is time for them to be on the show. Marty, if you've been following them for a while, like I have, they're obviously from New York. They've run for political office, and I feel like they just in general represent some really great things. And also, they were on Worst Cooks in America, so it makes sense. Like, that's the next logical step in my brain in terms of who would be a great choice for the show. And also, just in general, I think Marty would be really fun to have. And yeah, we've seen them on reality television already, and they do well with reality TV. I think they'd do well. I think they'd be a front runner, honestly. Yeah, I would love to see them on the show. Next up, we have Peaches from New York. Of course, we have Peaches. Peaches also was on Worst Cooks, but Peaches won! So again, it makes sense for Peaches. If you're gonna have Marty, bring Peaches. Peaches Mount Cummings, I believe is her full name. Love to see them, Peaches, on Drag Race. It makes sense. Again, a lot of these queens that I'm including in my list, just like, it makes logical sense to me to include these queens in the cast for season 16. Next up, we have Onyx Black. Again, I don't think I need to explain this. Like, everyone kind of loves Onyx Black. I think they're cool. They bring really cool aesthetic to their drag and would bring really cool aesthetic to Drag Race. Been following this queen for a while. You know, it makes sense. Like, as I say, a lot of these just are logical queens to include in this cast. Next up, from Chicago. Yes, I do have a lot of Chicago representation. We have Lucy Stool. I've been asking for Lucy Stool to be on Drag Race for years. Again, we've had bearded queens. I think Lucy would be a great representation for bearded drag. And just in general, she's a gorgeous queen. I love some Lucy Stool. Like, it makes sense. I know I keep saying that, but like, honestly, if Lucy isn't on Drag Race soon, I'm gonna be shook. Cause like, Lucy is everything. And like, come through, you know? Like, it makes sense. Also, Caramel DeVille. I'm gonna throw up a picture of her. Bring Caramel on the show. If you watch the viewing parties, Caramel is a great addition. And I think she knows the drag world super well. Knows Drag Race really well. And just in general, I think Caramel would be another great addition. Next up, also from Chicago, we have Bambi Banks Coulee. It's about damn time we have another queen from the House of Coulee. I mean, like, how have we gone from season 9 to season 15 without having any of Shea Coulee's drag daughters on the show? That makes zero sense to me. Like, honestly, it's been time for Bambi Banks Coulee to be on the show. Yeah, like, duh. I don't think I need to explain it more than that. Like, I know, like, that's not an actual explanation, but, like, you know what I mean. Next up, we are having some Drag King representation. And from Chicago, again, I know I keep including Chicago drag artists, like, I might be biased because I love Chicago queens, but, and kings, and all of the above, we have Tenderoni. Yes, 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 yes. It is time for Tenderoni on Drag Race. I am manifesting this shit. Like, Tenderoni come through Drag Race. It is time we have drag kings on the show. I think Tenderoni would be a great, great, great representative as the first drag king to be included on the show. Honestly, I would love it if we had more than one drag king, because, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have at least one. But, like, if we're gonna do it, let's go for it. Let's bring in more than one drag king, right? And next up, I have Androgen. Like, come through makeup. Come through makeup. We've obviously seen this drag king included in a lot of cast wishlist for Dragula, and I would love to see them on Dragula as well. But why not throw in some Androgen into this Drag Race pot? Why not? Let's bring some cool fun new styles of drag into Drag Race. It is time. We have had 15 seasons, and I want something exciting. And the androgen, very exciting. Just the makeup alone, like, get into their makeup. It's so good. Again, I'm just here for all types of drag representation on the show. Yeah, I'm super excited. Next up, we have Lady Shug. If you have watched We're Here, you know she was in the New Mexico episode. I can't remember the exact location. But she's an Indigenous queen. Indigenous representation is important. And I think it's time we have Lady Shug on the show. Again, I've included her in previous videos. Cast Wishlist. It makes sense in my brain. I'm here for it. Yeah, I love her. Like, she's great. Next up, we have Creme Fatale. Yes, yes, yes. More AFAB representation. Yes, please. And get into her makeup. Get into her makeup. Oh my god, she's pretty. She's so pretty. Like, professional cupcake / drag queen. Like, that's what I want. This is what I want to see. You know? And I'm just here for it. I'm here for all types of drag. All drag is valid. And all drag should be represented on Drag Race. I have nothing else to say about Comfort. Like, come through. Come through. Next up, we have Chantel Sparkles. She is, I believe, Trinity the Tuck's drag daughter. And again, another drag daughter representation. Love that. It makes sense. She's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Get into this picture. Oh my god. Oh my god. And also, Trinity the Tuck's daughter. Like, it makes sense. Trinity the Tuck is one of the most winningest drag queens on Drag Race. So why not include her daughter? You know? See what she can do. Next up, we have Ocean Kelly. Again, Ocean Kelly is one of the most up-and-coming rappers in the game. I mean, like, it's Ocean Kelly. Like, the amount of tracks that Ocean Kelly has put on Drag Race with other contestants is amazing. If y'all have listened to Gay Bars, the new EP from Bob the Drag Queen, Ocean Kelly helped produce that. Like, Ocean Kelly is a girl. Like, Ocean Kelly is phenomenal. And, like, I'm here for Ocean Kelly being on Drag Race. Whether it's Drag Race or any other way for Ocean Kelly to become bigger, like, come through. Like, I'm obsessed with Ocean Kelly. If you haven't streamed Vitamin D by Ocean Kelly, check it out. Honestly, check out any of Ocean's music on Spotify. I'm obsessed. And, like, come through Ocean Kelly. Yeah. Next up, if you watch any Mira Mangle, you know I do. I'm a big fan of Mira. I've included Mira in previous videos. But this one is not Mira. This time, I'm including Chloe Curiosity, from who I've learned about through Mira Mangle's channel. She's a younger queen, but she brings a lot of fun, exciting colors, really fun outfits, just a really cool, fun personality to Mira channel, and I think she would do really well on Drag Race. Like, again, all of these queens and kings and all the above make sense. This is what I really want to see on Drag Race in the future. Again, we'll have to see how many of these actually end up competing, but I'm hopeful for a few of these on Drag Race next season. Again, let me know what you think about this cast wish list down below in the comment section. Like this video if you liked it, share on social media. Also, comment down below who you want to see. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me on my other socials. And yeah, I will see y'all later. Have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I will see you later. Bye!